Alright, try again. So this is like my first attempt at a blog or a vlog video, and really to see if I want to do it when I take my van travelling, or when I go travelling in my van, which I've just finished. And really funny because I just did a nice 3-minute introduction speech, but actually just took for 2 photographs when I stopped and started what I thought was the video. So it's not a great start. Anyway, so the purpose of today is to find out if I can hold the smartphone at arm's length for any length of time, and whether it needs a microphone or whether I can just use the camera microphone. So this morning it's about -1 still, -2 Sunday morning, threatening to get up to about 5 or 6 later in the day. Where I am at the moment is on the way up to Loch Nant, which is actually a reservoir for Scottish Energy, and drops down to a hydropower station on Loch Nant. That's towards Fort William, then Crewken, and I'm just going to walk into the woods. So up in the forest now, still holding the smartphone. Well, I haven't got any choice but to hold the smartphone, see how I get on, and using the microphone in the phone itself. And later on I just want to try some Bluetooth headphones I've got, which are earbuds, and see if they work as well. Obviously there's no wind today, so everything's a lot easier. Interesting that the Forest Commission have put these plastic ribbons on the trees, which usually means that that's the limit of where they're going to cut the trees down. So when the guys come up with their cutting gear, they know where to stop and where to start. It's just been hailing, sort of small hail, maybe frozen rain's a better description, but it's really good because on this tarmac it's black ice underneath, and this just gives me a bit of grip without having to put my ice grips on my shoes, which make a heck of a noise. So gotta love this walk. It's about 5 minutes from where I'm currently living. Because it's a monoculture, there's not much, and just pine, there's not really much wildlife, but occasionally get some absolute beauts. I saw a white-tailed eagle take off from a tree up here, foxes, deer. It's totally brilliant. So if I come, there's a road on the left there that goes down to the dam for the reservoir, which makes Loch Nant. Alright, let's go a bit further, and then I'll tell you why I'm thinking of doing a blog vlog. So I'm still using the phone microphone, and before I talk about why I want to do a vlog or what's motivated or made me want to do it, it's just quite interesting. There's a sign down there, and this is where the wake walk kind of joins this track along the side of Loch Nant. Can't see very much because of the light, but it joins it and it carries on, which is the way I'm going to be walking. Later on the track divides, I'll be going left, but if you carry on going right, it goes up through Musdale to the Atlantic coast. And this is the route they brought the Kings of Scotland to bury them at the Abbey in Iona. So they would basically come up from Kilcrennan, having crossed Loch Nant on a small ferry, come up here and walk all the way to the Atlantic coast, which is probably, I don't know, 10 miles away. Take a boat, go to Iona, cross Mull, and bury their king. In fact, it is rumoured or stated. So the only reason I say this is because I met an old boy a historian, Scottish history, who told me about this walking through one day. And apparently this is where they brought Macbeth to bury him on Iona, but I haven't checked that. Anyway, so what do I want to do? A vlog. I'm just in the process of finishing putting on YouTube photo diary of the build. I didn't take any videos when I was building it, I just took photographs, so it was just kind of sharing what I'd done, what I'd experienced, how easy, how difficult it was. So that's been enjoyable. When I was building the van, which took 6 months, I got a lot out of YouTube, how to do things, how to build things, what tools to use. And I also got sort of slightly addicted to vlogs and blogs by a small group of van lifers, Kite Van Man, YouTube, Greg Virgo, Jazz in Australia, and you know, I was watching these people open pre-prepared salads from the supermarket in obscure places and eating them, and then I was kind of wondering, well, what if I'm finding it interesting? Maybe other people want to see what I'm going to be getting up to, although I'm not going to be putting videos of me opening salads, perhaps. But it kind of comes with a caveat, because these videos, most of the time, the camera is pointing at the person who's doing the filming, which is great, and you know, I totally applaud people who are okay with that. And I also understand the power of the personality as a brand and all that kind of thing. But ultimately, I found that a lot of the stuff that I wanted to see was either behind the person's face or what they were looking at. So I kind of thought, well, what if I do a vlog where I'm not front and centre, I'm not taking up 75% of the screen, and people can just see what I'm seeing. So that's kind of what this is about. So I'm going to carry on walking a little bit more. This is kind of a little corner of Loch Nant, and you can just see Ben Cruachan coming out of the cloud there. You got to love Argyll. It's just amazing. And the sky is just fabulous. Just fabulous. I'm going to walk a bit more. Okay, so now I've shifted to using the headphones and the microphone in the headphones. These are earbud headphones, sort of 50 quid's worth. NX Fire. Pretty good actually for music, as long as you've got a bass booster on the phone. Alright, so see how we get on with these. Good friend of mine, Philip Price, who has a wildlife photography business down in Ardfern. And I collaborated on some drone work when I was building drones. Always kind of said that the best bit about a video is the reveal, so hopefully this is going to be a bit of a reveal. So this is Loch Nant, and there you go, there's Ben Cruachan, and the clouds lifted even more. The loch's kind of empty because they had a problem with the generators and had to replace them, so they had to empty the reservoir, and it now goes down to Glen Nant. And if you look right at on the end of the water there's the dam. That dam takes the water down to Glen Nant, and normally they stop the water, and you can see how high the water usually is. The wind farm over there is the Tilt wind farm, and it's that's a really good walk up there. Actually, the views are fabulous. So there you go. So carry on walking. I'll leave the earphones in. My hands are freezing because it's still kind of zero, but I'm sure it's all good. Okay, for penny and for a pound. Just going to take a bit of a detour to where the water is pulled out of the reservoir to and it drops down in a series of tunnels all the way really to the water level down on Loch Nant, which is where the power station is. But it might get a really good view of the reservoir, so go and take a look. Okay, here we go. I say I might get a decent look at that Loch Nant, because as if I've never been down here before, but I have. It's just usually a bit misty or whatever. There you go. This is where the water drops down to those tunnels, that series of tunnels. And as you can see, the water is pretty low. Actually, I'll just take you along the bridge. Let me just stop and start. Okay, I just climbed up the fence, all good. And here we go. It's just a bit slippy. Alright, so here's the loch, the islands, Buncrewken again, way up past Connell, and up the coast to Fort William. And back here we've got the forest. Some of it's cleared. You see all the wind damage there, and you can see how the water level is really low. And down here, without dropping the phone, there's a meter all the way down the side of the building. There you go. Buncrewken. So this is where the track splits. The right down here, it carries on along the side of the loch, is the way to the Atlantic coast. The kind of wake walk. I'm going to go this way because I want to do a circular walk and walk back to my house. So the other question I've got is whether I need to have a gimbal, because so far so good. It was on a tarmac, nice and flat, apart from the potholes, which is potholes on every road in Scotland. But most of the tracks I'm going to be walking on are like this, and you kind of need to look down. So try to keep the screen level on my phone and look down. Not sure that's a great combination. So just see how I get on. And there you go. Looking back towards Loch Nant, probably take another little snap at the top of this hill. Okay, probably a better view now, a bit higher, looking back at Loch Nant. Okay, so I'm going to carry on up here. We're really struggling to look down and keep the screen level, so especially with the ice. So stop and back in a minute. Okay, so just going out of the Loch Nant side of the forest, this small loch here, which is affectionately known by the family as Green Rock Loch, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a rock at the far end there, which in the summer is a vibrant green. A couple of other things. Obviously we're really lucky in Scotland because we've got the right to roam, and the Forestry Commission have over the years built a huge infrastructure of tracks which are really accessible, and you kind of always know you can get home, which is also good. Just going to hold it there because there's not much to see. Okay, so still at Green Rock Loch, which is frozen. And there you go. Buncrewken again, a bit more cloud on it. Way over to the east. We're going to just walk on the Loch Nant forest side of the hill. I'm just going to walk down so you see Loch Nant later. And there you go. Actual sun, which is amazing, brilliant to have. Yeah, so sun is brilliant to have in Scotland. Obviously it's brilliant to have anywhere, but here you go. So just do a quick 360 before we drop down to the next track. That's where I just come from. Green Rock Loch, Buncrewken, in all its glory, and I just go down here, down the side of the hill towards Loch Nant. And there you go, Loch Nant, and in all its glory. this track I'm going to be walking down back towards Kilcrennan is fairly recent. It was Forest Commission, but it was greatly upgraded to service the wind farm, which was built about 4 or 5 years ago, and they're going to build another one on the hill over there, much to the locals' disgust because of the loss of visual amenity. But you know, wind power is great. So here we go, and I need to concentrate because I'm going to twist my ankle. Definitely going to buy a gimbal. Gotta be done, I think. All right, so here we go. Going to be going down here. Diversion sign for trucks, the timber trucks. I wonder if an upside down diversion sign means that there isn't a diversion because it's a negative message. Oh, rubbish. So living in the Highlands is brilliant when you get a day like this. This time last week I'd been snowed in the house effectively for 7-8 days. Couldn't get out because of the snow and the ice. But days like this you just got to take advantage and get out and enjoy it. So what was kind of going over in my mind is I don't intend to start this van life adventure until May, but there are so many good walks around here, and it seems daft not to share them really, because they're easy. You can park a van, camp overnight, do a nice long walk, and enjoy just being out in the open air. Only 5 million people in Scotland, so especially this time of year you got the whole place to yourself, which is also pretty good. I'm almost kind of finished on this because obviously right now I don't know whether the video quality and the sound quality is completely naff, and this is all going to go in the recycle bin, but on the assumption that it's not. I just want to show you when I get further down here where that wake walk comes up from Kilcrennan, and what I'll probably do is put an Ordnance Survey map of this walk. It's about 8 miles circular altogether, and then down at the bottom on the B845 you could easily park a van, sleep overnight, no one would bother you. Everyone's pretty friendly around here. So yeah, let's just walk down to the walk, where the walk comes across this track. Here you go. If you imagine this is the Kilcrennan side of this track, and you can see the post there. That walk goes up there, and then up to the hill, and then, as we saw earlier, over to the Loch Nant side of the forest, which is on the left here. So at this point I'm wondering whether I've just recorded 15 minutes of rubbish, or whether this is going to be worth posting as a first blog. If you like it, please subscribe and hit the like button, then I'll know that it's worth doing some more. Thanks for watching.